Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are outside on my patio and we are going to make a cross necklace and earrings. So I got these pieces at Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance and I think they're so cute. So I wanted to make a necklace and earrings for myself using them, and I also wanted to use some shell, kind of like a beachy sort of thing. So I love the cross. It is a symbol of hope for me. My favorite scripture in the entire Bible is Matthew 28:6. It says, "He is not here, he has risen just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay." And I love that scripture because I think it brings so much hope, to our hearts. And so I wanted to make a necklace and an earring using this cross. Now, I don't like the cross that has Jesus on it, okay, because Jesus is not on the cross anymore. He came down from the cross, he conquered death, and he is seated at the right hand of the Father. And we are going to see him again one day. So that's my belief and my faith. And so I wear a lot of crosses and I love them. So here's what we're going to do. I don't exactly know what we're going to do. I have a conglomeration of things here and I just really wanted to create something today, not using any boxes, just my own stash and my own stuff. I kind of miss doing that. I haven't been doing it a lot because I'm so involved with the boxes, which I do enjoy. But today I was like, I'm just going to sit down. I'm getting ready to go home to see my family. I'm leaving here in a couple of days to fly home for the first time since Christmas. I'm so excited. And I just wanted to create something to wear. Whoops, I just dropped a piece of seashell on that trip. So that's what this is all about today. So I'll show you what I got. I got these pieces of shell. They're flat with a hole drilled in the middle. I have these little swirly pieces, which I really like. They are really cool, and they have holes drilled as well. I have a couple of pieces. These are shells that I picked up myself on the beach. And I really like this one. I want to hang this from it, but I don't know if it's going to fit in there. If it won't, I may have to use this one. I like it too. In fact, I don't know. I may like that one better. I have these two that we're going to make earrings from, but I'll set them aside for now. I've got some antique bronze beading chain. Now this is available on my website if you're interested. I have a bunch of eye pins and some head pins somewhere. Yeah, they're back here. Some jump rings, and then I've got some beautiful shell beads. So, you know me, we gotta have some sparkle. These I think are just stunning. These came from Michael's. Then I have these sparklies. Oh, they're pretty too. Then I have these little tiny, I don't know that I'll use them. Well, I might, I don't know. That's the thing. I pulled stuff out not knowing. They've got these crystals. And then I brought my rhinestone rondelles out. So we're going to come up with something anyway here. And I have a little lobster. I have 2 clamshells and 2 crimp beads for the ends of my necklace. Okay, so if you hang in here with me, we will see what we can make. So I'm going to start right here. Now, I have my hand drill also. I'm going to show you guys how I drill seashells. So let me grab it out. It is in a box here, and I'm definitely going to need it. So let me find a little pointy. So this is my hand drill. I have this kind that you twist. I would rather have the kind that you press up and down, but I don't. But I may order that one of these days because I really think that would be a good one to have. And it comes with all these little bits that you can put in here, different ones. Now, I know this shell has a hole right here, but I don't want to hang my cross from that. That would be weird. So, or my chain from it. So I've got my bench block here. I'm going to come up around the top, and actually, I'm going to use my plasticky bench block. This isn't the metal one. This one is kind of like, has a little give to it. And I'm going to come right up at the top, and I'm just going to start drilling this seashell. I want to drill up as far as I can, but it's really thick right up there, so I'm probably just going to come down maybe about right here and try. And you just twist this little thing and kind of put a little pressure on it and twist it. And they have a kind that you just press up and down and it drills, but I don't have that kind, so I'm using this little twisty one. And, I mean, you have to put some pressure on it, but yet you have to be kind of gentle because you don't want to crack your shell. Now, I have a bunch of shells because I have lived in North Carolina for 4 years. I now live in Florida, and If I want shells, it's easy to obtain them. But if you don't have shells, Dollar Tree sells a lot of seashells. They're the little, they may not be this flat kind, but they do sell seashells, so you can get some there. So there's a dust. And you want to do this outside or wear a respirator, you know, or a mask or something. You don't really want to breathe in that dust. So, but now I got my perfect little hole in there. See it? My hand drill worked real good. So we're going to get that out of the way because I'm done with it. I got a bunch of stuff in that box apparently. I didn't realize I had. Okay. So here we go. Now, the thing is, you're probably going to have to use kind of a large jump ring because the hole is kind of down a little bit, you know. So I'm going to take this jump ring, get my glasses on. This is going to, you know, very clearly a design with me video. I hope you guys are okay with that. If you're not, then I'm sorry, but I just was in the mood to create something today and thought I would bring you guys along. And I'm out on the patio where it's so nice. It's not too hot today, and the sun's not out real bright. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. I think you can. It looks, I mean, I can see it in the camera, so I'm hoping you can too. And we're just going to close this up. You want to close it up really good, because you don't want your chain to fall out. So just be meticulous about it. Make sure that it clicks really, you know, tightly there, and there we go. That's pretty good, I think. All right. So there we have it. Now, I'm going to hang my little cross from it. I love these mixed metals too. I really, it's so pretty. Let's see. I kind of like this side. If you can see, it's got like a pattern to it. The other side doesn't. So I'm going to take off this little jump ring right here, because if I hang it with the flat side showing, it's going to hang, the charm's going to be in there. But if I hang it with the textured side showing, which apparently it's not intended for that, but I like that side better, so I'm going to switch it. Then I'm going to have to move my little charm. And why can I not get this jump ring open? Daggone, it's thick apparently. Okay. So I'm going to flip that little charm over. See that? And I'm going to put my jump ring back. And then I'm just going to hang it right here. Now, I like mixed metals. If you don't, you could, you know, make sure you use all the same jump rings and everything. This is a clearly like a pewter colored jump ring, and the one that I'm using there is antique bronze, and I'm even going to be using some gold. So, but I like that. I like the mixed metals. Now, this is a little tight in here. Is it going to be a problem? I don't think it is. So there we have it. We got our little cross hanging in there with our little fish. I like it. It's super cute. Okay. Now, I'm just going to take my beading chain and I'm going to go right through here. Now, the thing that's awesome about this beading chain is you can bead directly on it, and almost every bead is going to fit on this chain. I have not met too many that won't. Some teeny weeny, like, you know, 15 seed beads are obviously not going to fit on it. Some fire polish, because they have really small holes, won't fit on it. But for the most part, these little shells are going to fit on. Everything else fits on. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Now, a necklace like this that is not a tassel, you know, I like this to hang around my collarbone. So I'm going to measure, and for that, I like about 12 inches per side. So from the bottom of my shell up to the 12-inch mark is where I'm going to cut. Okay? And here's what we've got, whoops, so far. All right, so cute. All right, now I'm just going to start, you know, figuring out how I want to bead this up. I really like these sparkly ones, and I think they go really pretty with that gold, so I'm probably going to use them. Love these shell beads. So let me get, I'm probably going to use the smallest ones in these sparkly rondelles, and these came from Michael's too. I bought a bunch of stuff from Michael's when they did their, it was like, everything was $1.99 or something like that. It was a really good deal. So, there we have those. Now, I guess these will fit on here. I didn't try these. Video stopped. My My storage is full. I have filmed so many videos this week trying to get ready to go out of town. Oh, these will fit. Good. Well, I'm going to put them on first because they're teeny tiny. I'm going to put one on each side. I've been filming and filming and filming and filming and filming trying to get ready to go out of town this week. And so yeah, I've got a lot of stuff on my camera. Let me scoot this down. Okay. Alright, so we got a couple of little sparkly beads. I really like these shells. They're so pretty. So we're definitely going to do some of them. And I really want to pull in some of these rondelles. They're just gorgeous. Let me see if I have any antique bronze ones. Scoot that over. That I can put on here. I think I do. I mean, I know I did. I don't know if I used them all. I don't think I did. You just dump them all out. Why not, right? Just dump everything out here. I keep everything in the same container like this. All like-kind things usually go in the same container, which people would think is really hard to deal with, but I like to be able to dump it out on the table and just look at it. So I'm not seeing any right off the bat, but I know I have some. So I'm going to pause this video and dig through here and find my rhinestone rondelles that are an antique bronze, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I found gold ones. I cannot find my antique bronze ones. And it just got like super dark out here. And it looks like it's going to rain, which I am not liking on so many levels right now because I just I've overwatered my hibiscus plant and it's going to die. And I don't want it to rain on it today. I actually just planted it in the ground today hoping that it would live. But it was in a pot and I overwatered it. And so, if it rains on it, it may not make it. I don't know. So anyway, okay, well, we're going to put a shell piece. I love these shell pieces. Now, is that drilled all the way? Yeah, it's just drilled like right like that. So these are really cool. Let me see how it's going to... I think those are really cool. When you wear it, it's going to look like that. But I don't know if I like it right there. We don't need it yet. It's too much. Okay, so let's do one of these pieces. These beads are so pretty. This is how I design. I just try things. If I don't like it, I take it off and I do something else. So that's what we're doing. Alright, there we go. That's cute. Now I'm going to do a rondelle. One of these rhinestone rondelles. I love a little sparkle. Y'all know I do. I can't hardly do anything without a little sparkle added in. It's just necessary. Okay, so we're going to put those on there. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Alright, now I think because I don't want to do the shell pieces on after these. Well, I bet I could do this flat one. That might be kind of cool. Let's see how that looks after the rhinestone rondelle. These flat pieces, I kind of like to, yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of like to layer them a couple at a time. So let's do this one. And I'm putting them on, they have like a smooth side and a side with ridges. I'm putting them on with the smooth side down, so the side with the ridges is facing up. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do one of these. These will be really cool next. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay. I love layering these flat pieces. I think they're so cool. Gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do one more of the flat. I'm trying to find the ones that are drilled more in the middle. If it rains, I'm gonna have to go like move a bunch of plants. Really was not wanting rain today. Okay, so pulling that down. Oh yeah, that's really cool. I like that. Okay, same thing on the other side. Very good. Now it's time for one of these. These are so pretty. Let's see, I'm going to use a small one. And you kind of have to choose. I guess it doesn't really matter which side shows. They're both pretty. So let's put him down there. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I love this. This is pretty. And then we're going to put this guy on too. Now he's got, does he have a hole drilled all the way? No, he doesn't. Okay. And with those, I'm just trying to find two that are pretty close to the same size. So when I put them on, they, you know, we don't have a huge one and a small one. Okay, now I'm going to do one of these little guys because it'll kind of nestle in there, I think. Into this. No, it doesn't. Oh, you know what will, though? These will. These are pretty. These are like a hex cut kind of little metal bead. I don't even, somebody gave them to me. Who gave these to me? If you gave these to me, remind me, because I didn't used to label everything. Now I do, but I didn't used to, and I hate it that I didn't do that in the beginning. But somebody gave these to me, and I love them. They're beautiful. And if you tell me who you are, or remind me who you are again, I will label them. I'm bad about that. Not anymore. I'm good at it now, but... So I'm going to put one of those, and then I'm going to do one of these. Yeah, that's pretty. And I'm just going to continue beading up this whole thing. I'm going to go pretty far up. I mean, I want to bead most of it because I just think these shells are so cool. So let's see what I'm going to do next. Probably another big guy, another bigger bead here. I think these are mother of pearl. Let me see. Natural, yeah, mother of pearl 9mm. They're so pretty. I just love anything ocean or beachy. Love it. Alright, now I'm going to do one of these guys. I'm going to cup the bead with it. These are those wavy spacers. These are on my website too, if you're interested. I'm going to cup the bead with it. And then I'm going to do one of the shell pieces kind of facing away from it. Let's see. Find the little square ones. Those are so pretty. So like I was saying, Dollar Tree has some shells. They're bags of shells. And then you can order shells online too, I'm pretty sure. These little flat pieces actually came off of a bracelet that I had that came apart. It was a stretchy bracelet, and I'd worn it for years. I didn't make it. I'd worn it for a long time, and it just fell apart. And so I just kept all the little pieces from it. And same with the little swirly ones. They were on that same stretchy bracelet. So I just hung on to them because I thought they were so cute. Alright, we're going to do rhinestone rondelles here. There they are. Now I'm going to do another little swirly piece. Let's see here. Trying to just, like I said, find a couple that are the same size. Or close to the same size. That one looks good. Okay. This is going to be really cool, I think. I'm liking it a lot. Now what do I want to do? Let's go ahead and do the tiny bead again and then the rondelle again. It looks like one of my crystals fell out of that one. That's okay. Okay, so there's the tiny ones. I'm going to do one more of those because they are really little and I kind of want them to show. Now the sun's coming back out again. Florida weather, it's very strange. There's still a lot of clouds though. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. My poor hibiscus plant, I just drowned the thing. I mean, it was in a pot and I didn't realize it didn't have drainage in that pot. It's like a ceramic pot and I kept watering it because it was looking wilty. And now it's like, its leaves are all yellow and it's like, oh, you're killing me. So I took it out today and planted it in the ground, hoping that it will live. I hope it will. Okay, let's see here. probably, I'm going to do one of these. And again, I'm just designing how I'm just doing it how I want to do it. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. If you want to do it different, absolutely. Now the sun's really coming back out again. There's supposed to be some people coming to trim our power line, or our trees in the back off of our power lines. And I'm really hoping they do because hurricane season is starting in June, and the trees are like, the power lines are, the guy that lived here before us apparently did like absolutely nothing to his yard. I mean, it was like a jungle out here. I mean, vines, like I could literally swing on them. I felt like Tarzan. I mean, it's just, this yard was so grown up in the back and on the sides, and we've really done a whole lot of trimming and cutting on our own, but the power lines are a bit intimidating. I don't really want to get up there. I would have to get on a ladder for one thing and get up there. I don't really want to get electrocuted, so we were told that we could call the power company and they might come and trim them if they're really like in the lines. So they came out yesterday and looked, and they're like, yeah, they're in the lines. We'll be back tomorrow. So I haven't seen them yet though. I hope they come. All right. I mean, I guess if they don't come today, they'll still come, but I'd like to get it done. I saw a snake out here yesterday, a black snake, while I was working, and then I know there's like every form of variety of lethal spider living out here. So the less foliage that is out there, I think, the better. I mean, I'm going to plant some plants, flowers and stuff, but I just really don't want a whole lot of overgrown stuff. Y'all know I am terrified of spiders. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I like this a lot. I'm going to put this one of these little guys next. I have actually laid out a bunch of seashell jewelry projects to do. I love working with seashells, so those will be coming up. I'll probably do like 2 or 3 per video. Alright, where should we go from here? This is really pretty. It's turning out really pretty. Let's see here. Maybe another one of these guys? Maybe. Get on there, please. I've even got my glasses on. I can't get it on there. Whoop, it fell off. Okay, I'm seriously having issues with this bead. Come on, what's your problem? There we go. I'm hearing car doors. Maybe that's the truck, the people. If it is, I'll have to definitely stop this video because they're going to be cutting things. Alright, we're going to do this guy. And a big shell bead. That would be pretty next. Yeah, these are so pretty. I think it might be the tree people here. Alright, let's do this one. And this one. Let's do a rondelle, rhinestone rondelle. Another rhinestone rondelle. See how I love to add the sparkle in. I just think that's so pretty. And it adds so much to it. I'm almost tempted to hang a little bead off of that Jesus fish. Let's see, what do I want to do now? Rhinestone rondelle. I do another shell bead. I know it's close to the last shell bead, but yeah, it's pretty. Okay, let's do some bronze here. And then it's definitely time for another swirly one. Okay. There we go. I'm hoping to film the craft room video tonight. I know I keep saying that, but the problem is I'm never presentable at the same time that the craft room is presentable, if that makes sense. So, either the craft room is a mess and I look okay because I've like fixed up that day, or the craft room looks great and I look a disaster. So, having trouble getting myself and the craft room presentable at the same time, but I think I might manage it today because I have not been out in the yard like working like a dog today. I've really just been inside. I did plant the one plant, but that wasn't too much, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Get on there. It's looking pretty. And I really do want to beat it all the way up. Normally on this beading chain or Coriana chain even, I don't necessarily always beat it all the way up. But on this, I just love the shell. So I think I'm going to. So I'm going to do 2 of these back to back. So let's do one more. I think these flat things, when you incorporate the flat things in here, whether it be this little shell piece or the wavy spacer, I just feel like it really gives things a lot of texture. Another thing that would be really pretty on this is the Hishi beads, and I didn't get any out today, but I do have tons of those on my website too, and they would be really pretty on this. And they're lightweight too. They make really good, you know, they're easy to wear because they're lightweight and made out of polymer clay. Okay, so we got that. Let's do another one of these. Come on, come on. There we go. I hope that's gonna not be difficult right there. It kind of looks like it's gonna be difficult. That bead doesn't really want to fit down in there. I may need to, let me add another bead in there, another one of those little ones in there before that, because that, it's nestling down just fine on this side over here, but it's not on the other side. And I don't want it to lay weird. So let's do 2 of those little tiny beads in there. Then our rondelle, then our rhinestone rondelle, whoops. And then our 2 flat shells. That's going to be better, I think. Okay, so same thing over here, rondelle. Rhinestone rondelle. And 2 flat beads. I'm going to get a little bit bigger one, there we go. Well, this one's hole might be a little bit small. It is. Let me get a different one. There we go. Okay, so I am going to just finish beading up this whole chain until I get to the top, and you continue beading up your whole chain until you get to the top, and then come on back and we'll finish the necklace, and then we're going to do a really quick pair of earrings that are very easy and simple and quick, so they won't take much time. So bead up the rest of your chain and come right on back. Okay, so I have beaded down to almost the very end, and so I am going to take now my 2 crimp beads, if I can find them. What did I do with them? Oh, there they are. Okay. And my lobsters, or my clamshells. Okay, so the way I do this is I take the clamshell, I put it on the beading chain, and I'm out of the antique bronze clamshells right now on my website, which is a pain, but I've got to get some more in. And then I put the little crimp bead on. Now, come on now, get on there. Okay. And then I'm going to take my crimping pliers, not because I'm going to crimp this normally, but because they have a really fine tip. And I'm going to go right down in here, and I'm going to crimp that, crimp the crimp bead down. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Come on now. You're just being difficult because we're on camera. Okay, put him back on there. Get you back on there. All right, let that fall down. Going to crimp this little crimp bead down, just flat, because it's on this beading chain, and all it has to do, its only job in the world is to hold the beads on the chain. It doesn't have to be crimped like with the two little channels holding the tiger tail and all that, okay? This is, its only purpose in life is to hold those little, hold the beads on this chain, so that's all it needs to do. And so we're just going to crimp it down. I was seeing if I had a pair of chain nose pliers. I do, but this does have a really fine tip, and it's easy to get in there. Okay, so just make sure it's secure. If you want to put glue in there, you can. I've never had a problem with these coming undone, though, okay? So I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm going to trim this off, and then just close up the little clamshell. And there you have the perfect little ending, okay? And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. My beads are wanting to fall off. Okay. Now, one thing you want to do before you crimp this side down is make sure everything is even and there's no like loose beads or places where the chain is showing. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Take our little clamshell, put it right on there, put the crimp bead on. Okay, slide down and crimp this right down. Having issues. There we go. Okay, just get it crimped down real good. And cut it right off. Okay, and then we're just going to close this one up. And there we have it. Now I'm going to add my lobster clasp. Here it is. Grab a couple of jump rings. I'm going to grab one bigger jump ring for the lobster to clasp onto. I kind of like that oval one. And then just a smaller one to put it on with. And I'm just going to go ahead and put the lobster on, and then we're done. Oh, I am going to do a couple little bead dangles down here. So we're going to go with this. Put this lobster on here. Go with this and put this little oval ring on. And there it is. Oh, I think it's beautiful. Okay. Now, I do want to put a couple little bead dangles down here. I think I'm going to hang a couple off of this fish. So I did go in and get some ball head pins, a couple ball head pins. And I'm just going to do a couple of the little sparkly beads down here, these little guys, just because I just think it would be really cute hanging off of there, a couple of them. I don't know. Let's see if I want to do a rondelle or not. These might be a little bit big. And that would be really pretty too. Okay, so I may do two little sparkly beads and a rondelle. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this 90 degrees. And I'm just going to do a very, 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 very tiny loop. I might do a wrapped loop. Is that gonna, yeah, that's gonna be pretty. So I'm gonna go up and over, rotate my pliers up, come around under, grab it here, and just wrap around just a couple of times. Just like that. It's just a little decorative element. I do not know what that noise is. If you guys are hearing it, it sounds like a plane. I have no idea. No clue. Yesterday, Chris and I rode out to Lowe's on his lunch on the motorcycles, and there was a big blimp. A huge, huge, like, gray blimp thing in the sky. Don't know what that was all about, but it was pretty interesting. Never know what you're going to see. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing here with this guy, just a little wrapped loop. And I am making these really teeny tiny because these beads are really teeny tiny. And you don't want a big humongous loop on a teeny weeny little bead. I may be going too big by doing the wrapped loop anyway, I don't know, but we'll see. Cut him off. And do the same thing with this guy. I don't have to use those if they end up looking dorky. I'll just leave them off. We'll see. I just kind of wanted to bring some of the sparkle down into the bottom. Because all the sparkle's up at the top, and I just kind of wanted to bring some of it down. Okay, so let's see. Let me tuck this guy because he's got a little snag sticking out right there. Okay. Grab a couple jump rings. Let's see. Do I want to do them all in one jump ring? Like hanging off the little fish? That might be a good idea. Let's see what that would look like. So if I just grab a small, like a 4mm, I don't want anything real big because I want it to be really tiny. And I could do this guy in the middle and these on either side. So let me just do it and see what it looks like hanging on the jump ring first. It might actually be cute. Sometimes you have to try things and hold them. You just never know until you like hold it up there and then you're kind of like, oh, that does look cute. But I really want to get this on this side of the jump ring. I think I made this loop too small to go on anything, especially a jump ring. We shall see. That is a tiny loop that I made. I don't even know how I got it that tiny. Yeah, it's not even going to fit on the jump ring. Okay. Let's just do this then. The jump ring with these two and see how that looks. And I'm kind of wanting to hang it from this fish piece because it keeps floating over, and I think if it had a little weight on it, it would stay in its place better. But like I said, if it doesn't look good, we'll just take it off. Actually, it is kind of cute, but it needs the one on the other side. So let me make another one since I went way too small with that loop on that last one. Or maybe, you know what I should do maybe? I'll see, you guys are probably getting aggravated now. This is a design with me challenge, so this is what I do. This is how I work. For all those that are always like, I'd love to be in your head. No, you really, really wouldn't love to be in my head, but this is how I do it. So, I am going to take that off. I'm going to keep this middle one. I'm going to do just a regular loop on these because I'm going to leave the ball head pin, even though it's going to waste part of the ball head pin. These are so small, they can't have a wrapped loop. It's just too much. So I'm just going to leave the ball head pin for the decorative element on the bottom of it and just make a tiny loop. That is going to look way better. Yes, it does. Okay. So see, sometimes you just have to try things. I mean, it doesn't always work out the first time, and you just have to do something different. Okay, so same thing here. We're just going to make a teeny tiny wrapped, or a teeny tiny loop. And I will use the pieces of that head pin. I use the little scraps for all kinds of stuff. Okay, so this is cute. This might work out better. I just felt like it needed some of the decorative or the sparkle element down into the bottom. So let me tuck that because that's kind of poking out there. Okay. And we're going to go this guy, and this guy. And we're just going to hang it from the bottom of the fish. If I can get a hold of it, that is. Just like this. See how it looks this time. Yeah, I do like it. It needs that little element of sparkle down there. It really does. So there's our necklace. Super cute. Wow. I do like it. If this fish won't stay in place, like if he keeps flopping around like this, he's getting on my nerves. I may glue him. You could just take some E6000, just a little dab of E6000, put it on the back of that fish and just glue it right down, and then it won't move. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But for now, there it is. Really cute. Alright, so let's do the earrings. So, the earrings, I struggled a little bit because I've got some beading wire here. And I wish I had the kind of hoops. I'm going to have to order some. I think they're also called wine glass charms. They're the kind of, they're round and they have a little pokey thing that sticks up on the top. And I guess you're supposed to make a loop out of that pokey thing that sticks up. I've never used them because, oh, I got to flip the charm on this. I've never used them because I wasn't sure about, do you just make a loop with that thing or what do you do? So I've always got the kind that have the piece that you pull out and then you do your beads on and then you're supposed to shove that little piece back in and crimp it, but it never stays, ever. They always come undone. So I don't know. I probably need to get, I guess the wine glass charm things can also be used for hoop earrings. I don't know. If you guys know, tell me, because it's been a confusion for me. But anyway, I don't have any of those wine glass type ones. I've only got the kind that you pull out the thing and crimp it back. And I don't like those, so I'm not going to use them. So I have some bead stringing wire here, and I thought, well, maybe I could do this on the bead stringing wire. So we're going to give it a try, and I will have to run in and get crimp beads because I neglected to get my crimp beads. And actually, if we're going to do it on bead stringing wire, you can take this jump ring off because it'll need to string directly on here to hang the right direction. See what I'm saying? Like this. And I thought I would just make some small teardrops maybe. Crimp it there through a lobster or through a clamshell just like we did, and hang them from just a fish hook or a post. So let me run in and get some more crimps and clamshells. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got 2 little clamshell covers. These are literally my last 2 antique bronze clamshell covers. So they're different kind. They close from the side. We're going to try them. I don't know if they're going to work or not, but I'm going to try. And I've got these little fish hooks, and I'm going to use them. So let's bead on this for a minute. Let's use the rondelle on either side. Now, I'm not going to do a big, huge piece here, just some small, just to get, you know, the beads on to where they match what we've got up down at the bottom in the necklace. Okay, so there's the 2 little rondelles. Let me see. Do I have small pieces of this left? I do. I've probably got more in the house, but my camera's wanting to quit. It's like, you have done too many videos today. You are out of room, even though I deleted a bunch of stuff off. Okay. So there's that. Let's open this one and see if we put this on with 2 rings hanging down, if it hangs the correct way. Because again, I can't envision that in my head for some reason. Don't know why. There we go. And you got to make sure you get these closed up really good because they are super thin and tiny. Alright, so there it is. That's better. Okay, so now I am going to do the same little dangles on this that I did on the other one. So make it match. So 3 ball head pins. The rondelle gets a wrapped loop. Just a small wrapped loop. Over and around. And wrap. Okay. I'm trying to hurry because my camera's like, cannot capture media. It tells me that once. It's like a warning, and then it says it again, and the second time it means it. Second time it means business. That means I got to delete some stuff off. Okay. And this one, we're just going to make a regular old little loop. There's one. Where the heck did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. These are tiny. And one more. And I know I hung this on with a jump ring. Was it a... Yeah, it was like a 4mm. Okay. Alright. So, yep, I'm just going to hang this on the little 4mm jump ring, the same as I did the other one. So one on one side, a rondelle in the middle, and the other little one on the other side. And we're just going to hang right from the little fish. Alright, so there's our earring. So let me make the other earring off camera because it's not going to record it if I try to do it on camera. And then I'll come back and show you the whole set.